Hello and welcome to Just Between Us, the podcast with all of the answers, some of the time.
We're your hosts. I'm Diana Vickers.
And I'm Alice Giddings.
Every week we take your calls, hear your stories and answer your burning questions.
And of course we'll be sharing our own experiences because let's be real, we've all made some very questionable decisions along the way.
And that's
Just Between Us.
Okay, who have we got calling in today?
So this week we have Katie, and Katie is struggling a little bit with age gap relationships.
I see. Right, get her on the line. Hi, is that Katie?
Hi, yes, it's me.
Hi,
darling.
Where are you calling us from today, Katie?
I'm calling you from London.
Ooh.
I'm in my bedroom.
Ooh, how
Oh,
crazy.
yeah. And then, how old are you, Katie?
I'm 22.
Okay.
Okay. And just between us, of course, what brings you to our lovely set today?
Spill the tea, Katie.
Okay, so this is a long story, but I'm going to try and make it as short as possible because I need you guys to get the context of my situation.
Okay,
Okay,
nice
hit
one.
me.
Yeah.
So, a couple months ago, I started dating this guy. He is a lot older than me. He's 32.
Okay.
He was a great guy. I know it's a big age gap, but I've been used to dating older guys and I like that. So I met him and everything was going really, really well. We were still like casually dating. It wasn't really exclusive, but we had the chat on, whether we were sleeping with other people, and we kind of agreed that we weren't going to sleep with other people. And so we stopped using protection. Then a couple weeks go by. We're still going out. He's taking me out on lovely dates. He's cooking for me. And one morning, after we had spent the night together, I wake up in his bed and I'm just, living my life, like enjoying my lovely little morning while he's making me breakfast and scrambled eggs. And I just go to like stretch myself, as you do when you wake up in the morning. And my hand goes under his pillow and I feel something under the pillow.
Okay.
And so, I take the pillow away and I see a used condom.
No.
No.
No. No.
You're joking.
I
What?
know. And obviously, we had not used a condom.
This is the worst horror
And it was
story I've ever
used.
heard.
It was used.
It-
It was used.
First of all, I've got so many questions, Katie. I've got so many questions.
Yeah.
This is really
Honestly,
traumatizing. Yeah. Oh my god. Go on.
It
Continue
was
though.
horrible. So, I saw that. He was still making my breakfast. So I get up, go to shower, because I felt extra dirty after seeing that
Yeah.
condom under the pillow. I go to shower, gather my thoughts, get dressed, and just basically walk out the door. He's like, "Oh, what's going on? What's going on, Katie?" And I'm like, "Just next time. There's not going to be a next time, but next time, please make sure to clean your bed sheets." And I just slammed the door in his face.
Absolutely. Giving the sass. Absolutely.
So we were livid rather than like upset. You're angry.
Yeah, we were fuming. Okay.
I would have thrown those eggs all over the floor.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I should have done that.
Yeah.
Anyways, so then I leave and I'm like, okay, case closed. Like, never see this man again ever in my life. And obviously, he comes back as they always do, and he texts me, his like a massive apology text. And for months and months and months, he kept on chasing me, and I kind of just constantly kept on ignoring him. And gave him a chance a couple times, but then it's just I don't even know why I did it. But anyways, obviously it didn't work out, and that's done. It's been a while now, and I'm ready to date again, but I'm really struggling. I mean, I have a lot of trauma from this guy.
Absolutely.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah, I'm just struggling to understand what my issue is. If I'm dating guys that are too old for me, and they're taking advantage of me, like this guy just like has done in the past, or I don't know. I'm looking for some answers or comfort or, just anything that you can help me out with because I'm kind of struggling here.
Well, I'm not surprised. First of all, that guy's an idiot.
Absolute moron. Also very unhygienic.
Yeah.
Just who the hell does that? And like put it in the bin. Why? What you doing? It's just what? Oh my god! Honestly, these
I
men.
dread to think how long it was there for as well.
Yeah, it's just so it's so gross. That's why I have so many questions. It's also you're 22, he's 32. Grow up. Grow up.
Yeah.
These men, you think that it's really discombobulated, isn't it? When you think that you're going for someone older, so they're going to be more mature, and then they act like a teenager.
What I will say is, so you said your type is older guys in general, right? So so he fits your type.
Yeah.
So first of all, there's a general rule. The study's quite old, but it was quite comprehensive, that the larger the age gap, the more likely you are to break up.
Okay.
Now that's a bit old, but I do think it kind of rings true a bit. Obviously, there are plenty of exceptions to the rule, but I would look at why you are going for, because a decade is a big gap in life experience. And I think the issue a lot of people, and I say this because I've done this before, is as a younger woman going for an older man, we prescribe them qualities we think they should have. So I assume, please correct me if I'm wrong, that you thought he would be more mature, he would be ready to settle down,
more reliable.
And he's let you down in every single area, right? Like how long has it been since you broke up?
I'd say like 4 to 5 months, but it's just lingering in my head, and this condom under the pillow. I just can't get it out of my head.
Absolutely. There's some things
so traumatizing.
They traumatize you, and I'm like that. When something like awful like that happens, you can't move past it, and then going into your next relationship, everything that someone's saying, especially if you've sat down with that person and you've agreed that you're not going to use contraception, that this is it's quite a vulnerable position to both put yourselves in, and then he's betrayed you, and I keep using the word traumatizing, but it really, really is. And then you then go into your next relationship because you take someone's word, don't you? And then you think that the next person, you're thinking, well, I don't really trust what's coming out of your mouth. I totally get it.
Yeah. Oh, please tell me you got an STD test as well after that, just to be safe.
100%. 100%.
That's my girl. Very proud. But relationship trauma after being so betrayed, because it is betrayal, that's what it is, it can really, really knock you for six, and it can leave you going into more of an anxious attachment style, and trying to, you don't want to fall into the trap of trying to prove your worth to someone who is similar to him.
Yeah.
In terms of almost trying to redeem yourself. So what I would do is, if you want to continue going for men who are a decade older, there's nothing wrong with it. But I would make sure when you start dating, you set those boundaries as harshly and clearly as possible to make sure that you're not expecting things from them that they're not going to give. And I know it's hard because you said you weren't going to sleep with other people and he lied, but you also, the past doesn't predict the future, as I've said before.
Absolutely.
So you have to give everyone a fresh slate, but I would be abundantly clear about what you want from them and what you're willing to give as well, because assuming they're going to be a certain type of way because they're at a certain point in life is a recipe for disaster, unfortunately.
And it might not even be about his age. It might just be him as a person. He could have been doing that stuff when he was 22, 32. He could do it when he's 42, 52. Or you could date a guy that's 26 and he would never dream of doing something like that. And he could be really wanting to settle down and build a life with someone. And And so I also want you to know that that did not happen because anything that you did. If you've sat and you've had that conversation with them and you
did everything right.
Yeah, you made a deal. You did absolutely everything up. This is not a reflection on you or anything that you've done. Yes, I do think that moving into your next thing, when these things happen, you can be vulnerable with your next partner and go, listen, this happened to me and it was really traumatizing. And so therefore, moving forward, I won't take that. That is that crosses all my boundaries. And I'm just telling you now, that is a deal breaker for me. So, and hopefully the next person will totally understand that. So you did nothing wrong. This is all about him. And I'm telling you now, those men, like I said, at any age, he'll be doing that.
He's an idiot. He will still be single at 10,000 years old.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Honestly, nothing about you. I think, just exactly what you said, Alice. Just making sure those boundaries are really, really set, which it sounds like you did. And just having faith.
Thank you,
yeah, not everyone's like that, babe. This is all about him. Yeah.
And if he's listening by any chance there is, then I think that he needs to take a long, hard look at him.
Yeah, grow up. Grow up.
That's bang out.
Grow up. And put things in the bin, you dirty boy.
Yeah, just put stuff in the bin.
You man-child. We hope that we've helped you.
Thank you so much, girls. You definitely have. And I'll make sure to keep my boundaries and keep dating older men because that's my type. But just make sure to keep doing what I'm doing.
Yeah.
And then we'll see. I'll give you maybe a call back when I try and date someone else.
Oh, love it.
Please do. Please do, love. Good luck.
Good luck.
Thank you so much. Bye.
Bye. Oh, love Katie.
Katie was a cutie for sure.
And how traumatic. Bless her.
I mean, I'm not going to generalize all men here because it's not all men, but that was really, really rubbish.
Really crap things to do to someone.
Yeah, and I hope he loses sleep.
Absolutely. So, babe, have you dated older guys?
Oh, straight in with it.
Yeah.
I dated. Well, I mean, my partner Sam is 4 years older than me, but I wouldn't say that's like a big age gap.
Is that quite a common age gap? I do feel that is.
So, on average, apparently, and they did this study across like 28 countries, so it's pretty comprehensive, but on average, apparently women tend to go 3 years older.
Okay,
so I'm pretty much bang on.
A bit average.
Yeah, minus a year. So I'd say I'm pretty predictable there. But I have, when I was younger, it wasn't a date, but I did sleep with someone who was considerably older. And I have big regrets.
Oh, really? How come? What regrets?
You know, when you just look back on it, like at the time I was fully into it, but you look back on it and you think, why? Because he should not have done that.
Really?
Yeah.
It was taken advantage of.
It was giving a bit seedy, I would say. I don't know. I just, when you look back on it, and he had kids as well, and I was I was not. I was 18. It was weird.
How old was he?
I want to say 27.
Okay,
at the time.
I was picturing like a 50-year-old man.
No, he was still like relative. I mean, he's pretty much nearly the age I am now. But, at the time, like my life experience compared to his was wildly different.
Yeah.
I was a baby.
Yeah, obviously 18, you're a baby, and then when you get to 27 and you look back, you're thinking, oh my God, like everything you've been through and from 18 to...
I wouldn't sleep with an 18-year-old.
No way. No.
I just wouldn't. So I get weird.
Did your parents know about that relationship? No.
Definitely not.
Yeah.
But I mean, it was, I was an adult at the time. I can do what I want, but I look back on it now, and if I had a daughter, I would not have been impressed.
No, absolutely. Yeah, I know 27, it is a bit,
it's not giving.
It's not giving.
What about you?
Yeah, I've had a few more lovers. I had a relationship for a guy with about 3 months, and I think I was 18 or 19 just before my long-term partner, and 19, and maybe he was about 27, so
we're quite similar then.
Yeah, so that was, and again, I just I think he was set on me quite early on.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't like that.
Yeah. And I just was like, no.
Where did you meet?
We worked together. And he was a really great guy, but I just like broke his heart, and I feel awful about it. I just wasn't. I wasn't really.
You were young.
I was quite young. And then I've had lovers that are older than me. I think I've had a lover a while ago, and he was about, I don't know, 13 years older than me.
Okay.
So sort of like maybe he was actually a bit older than that. Maybe it was 15 years, maybe he was like 50.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how was that?
Yeah, fun. Yeah. Really, really fun. And then I've dated, I don't know, I quite like an older guy, but then I also like a younger guy. The last guy that I was really into, he was 5 years younger than me.
Okay.
So I don't know what's going on with me. I don't know. It's all over the place.
Yeah, you flip-flopping a bit there.
Yeah.
So what is it about, because I mean, that guy who's considerably older than you is giving me Leo vibes, where the cutoff is 25.
Yeah. Leo, yeah. Leo, I'm dead. Leo, Leo's now dating a girl that's 27 or something, right? I don't know
because that's so much
I know.
better.
Oh my God, guys.
At least we broke the 25 barrier.
Yeah, he's changed his ways.
Yeah, he's a changed man.
Yeah. You giving me a look. Alice give me a look, because I think I have said this story before, but yeah, I did meet Leonardo DiCaprio. He had no idea that I've met him. One of his mates invited me round to his house, and I thought it was for like a party. And then I ended up just like, he was just watching telly, and I was just sat there like, Leonardo DiCaprio just watching telly. And that was a really bizarre moment, because I was like,
no, I'm sure he dreams about that moment every single day.
Yeah, he's like, oh yeah, I remember signing the Vickers. Yeah. No, oh my God, he'll be like, who is this girl? Like, banging on about, won't remember me at all.
But he is the pinnacle of the older guy who always dates.
Yeah, like
the younger
also,
woman.
Yeah, and I think as well, he has this system, right? So he's obviously like the helm of it, and he surrounds himself by these good-looking lads that want a good time, and then the good-looking lads go and source these like hot women.
I think really dodgy.
That's what happens a lot in Hollywood, though. It's these men, and they've just got so much fame and power, and they don't want to grow up, so they just all go out and just want to be surrounded by beautiful young women all the time, and they get people to sort it out for them, I think.
Yeah.
And that's not just generalising Leo. I think that's just what happens. Quite weird, actually.
Well, age gap relationships are everywhere as well. It's on Love Island, isn't it?
I was just going to say about also
Harry and
Shakira. That is a really good.
I don't like it.
He is like, he really winds me up. He completely moves mad, that fella.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he's moving mad. But then what annoys me is I do get, he's got this charm about him, but it's coming like across like narcissistic vibes, right?
I will say I've only dabbled, but him flip-flopping between girls and stuff, and Shakira going back to him after they've initially coupled up and whatever.
Yeah.
It makes me feel like he can't decide what he wants. And you don't need to know exactly what you want, but he seems to go like full into it straight away.
He does.
And it's too much.
And also it's what he says to these women. It's just he flirts, he pushes boundaries, he makes women feel that he's really interested in them or
like love bombing.
And he's always like are you having the best time here with me, or do you want to have my kids? I don't know. He's always trying to get something out of someone for validation. He constantly needs validation. And I was really, and Shakira's a lot younger than him, and she's super, super mature.
She's 22, isn't she?
22 and he's 30. And the way that she speaks is she's super considered, and she's really, really mature. And so that's why I felt really disappointed when I've seen her go back with him, because she was making so much sense. She was making so much sense. I was like, oh my God, for a 22-year-old, she's totally aware of what he's about and that he's not going to change. And I feel awful saying it, but I really think that once they come out that villa, that he'll just go and
it was like before the villa, everyone was saying that he was messaging loads of girls, wasn't he? They all came out of the woodwork and were like, well, you went to dinner with me, and then you went on Love Island, and you were on Hinge talking to me.
Really?
And
Is that
then
what's
went on Love
happened?
Island.
And
Apparently.
you're joking. And then these people go on something like Love Island, and then they obviously get in the public eye, and they're going to have loads of girls that fancy him, and he's gonna have more temptation, and he's not a changed lad, and also he's a very young 30. Some lads want to, I hope she's gonna be all right. I mean, who knows? People can change. I just don't see it right now.
We're not predicting that one.
No,
sure.
I don't know if they're going to run off into the sunset and have babies.
And she's even younger than, so men, I was reading this, and men typically, apparently, when they're in age gap relationships, go for someone who is 3 years younger, and then for every 5 years that the man ages, another year gets added on to that age gap. So if he's 25, he would typically go for a 22-year-old.
Right.
And then once he hits 30, he would typically go for a 26-year-old, so 4-year age gap.
Right.
And 35, and then he would go for a 30-year-old, so 5-year age gap. Apparently, that's the formula. I think it was in like Psychology Today or something like that. Is how apparently men tend to operate, which makes sense, because then by the time you reach 60, it's a giant, like, 12-year age gap.
Wow, I know that is a lot. But then I do feel at the moment, though, a lot of people, like, a lot of women are dating younger men as well.
Yeah.
That is a bit of a thing. Like with me last time, well, not last time, but the guy before, I was like, 5 years. But then I did kind of feel it. I did feel those 5 years. And I feel like that's why we didn't work out, because I feel that
what about the 5 years?
Just, I don't know. I think when you're a bit old, like, you want to put the graft in, and then when things come up, you want to see it through and get to the reason why, and little things you don't dwell on them as much. Like when you're a bit older, you just don't, like, things wash off. It was just a bit immature energy, like always, like, holding on to things.
Immature from his part?
Yeah, I maybe acted immature because he
was less mature.
Triggers me, yeah, because the guy I dated after him was a year younger than me, but he was older, but we had nothing. I was completely in my feminine woman energy, and he was super in his masculine, and and I look back and I think, I think it's because he was younger and more sort of like boy-like. It made me less in my older feminine energy. I sort of went back into reverting to, and had a lot of fun with him. He was amazing, but I felt really young. I
feel this because I think when I started dating my current partner, I felt like I did have to grow up quite a bit.
Yeah.
Because the way he communicates is so just straight up and to the point that it almost takes you back a bit, because he would just say exactly what was on his mind. If he was struggling with something, or, he wanted me to change how I was doing something, not in a controlling way, but just in a way to communicate and say, this isn't quite working for me. Like, it would be great if we could communicate like this instead.
Right.
And I remember sitting there thinking, what planet is this man from? Because it's always been so veiled in my past relationships, or like, people have just stewed on things.
I hate that.
And and then it explodes, and you're like, where has this come from?
Yeah.
But it's even yesterday, I was getting a bit stroppy because the bins hadn't been emptied and all that and blah, blah, blah. And I was saying, look, I don't want to feel like I'm nagging, because I feel like you're going to get annoyed if I start nagging and saying things over and over again. Yeah. And he was like, no, you just tell me once. I don't see it as a nag. I would prefer that rather than you just getting annoyed and being quiet.
That's the worst. That is so interesting. I'm a direct person, and I did feel like this with this guy that I was seeing. I felt if anything would annoy me, and maybe it's a bit annoying to be called out, but I'm very direct. I'm like, why have you just said that? Or that didn't make me feel great. And then I felt like they always felt like I was attacking them. But I'm not attacking them. I just rather have it out and then move on. But I don't know if they were used to that. I think, and it's so funny because when I ended things with him, I rang up an ex-boyfriend that I'm still friendly with. And I was like, what do you think I'm like as a partner?
Oh, that's a scary question.
I know,
to
he
ask.
was like, I actually asked two of them, and They were like, "You're great." And I went, "What about like when I call things out or go, that's annoying?" They go, "Oh my God, I actually love that about you." And this other guy that I went out with for a while was like, "I'm with someone now and she just like goes real cold on me and I don't know what the hell's going on." And then all of a sudden, in like a month later, she'll explode. Because like, I really love it with you that you're just able to be like, "Why have you done that? That's annoying me." And then you do it, and then you get it out of the way.
Yeah.
And you can just move on rather than stewing in it, festering and turning like a bad rotten egg.
Yeah, because I'm so guilty for it as well. Like, I will go quiet.
Okay, it's time for the hot take of the week.
I'm so ready.
Would you rather sleep with someone 20 years older or someone 10 years younger?
Oh, I don't really know. It's so hard. I want to just sleep with someone that I know what they're doing and is a good lover.
Yeah. Can I boycott both? I would sleep with someone a bit older, but 20 years older, I think would. Mind you, my stepdad is 15 years older than my mum.
Yeah.
I just don't
Also,
know.
like, Brad Pitt's 60 and he's had a lot of work though, I'd say. Do you think who's a really like hot, famous celebrity that's 50?
Tom Cruise is quite dashing, I would say. And Ben Affleck, maybe.
Ben Affleck. Oh, George Clooney. If George Clooney's older than 50, he must
He's
be
like
70. 70. Can we Google quickly like a really fit 50-year-old hot celebrity?
I do. Wait, Henry Cavill, I like, isn't he? He's in his 40s. He's quite dashing.
Yeah, he's aesthetically, but he's not very charismatic.
Who's
10 years younger?
though?
Yeah, but then look, I'm 34 now. Who's 24? Like,
Who's 24?
oh, I don't know. 24. I'm trying to think of who's a fit, sexy, celeb 24-year-old. No, I'll go older.
I feel like older's your pattern anyway, isn't it? And it's
Yeah.
mine too, so I'd probably have to go older.
I think I'm going to go older. Someone that knows what they're doing, hopefully, by 50. They should know.
Well,
And I will...
not always.
Yeah, not always.
Just fish for a good one, you'll be fine.
Just go older. 24 feels a little bit too young.
Yeah, well, what is it, 10 years younger? That's 16 for me, I can't do
Oh,
that.
God, you can't do that.
That's atrocious.
No. Mine's 24 and 16, no.
Now it's time for
30-second solutions.
Right, the first one is in.
Go for it.
So, I'm 17 and I just found out about porn. I really enjoy it and it's helped me massively, but I feel so ashamed to watch it. Should I feel this way?
No way. Loads of people,
Nope.
like, everyone loves a bit of porn. Well, not everyone, but there must be a percentage.
Yeah, there's a very big percentage of people will watch porn. Millions of people watch porn. Like, Pornhub has so much traffic.
Yeah.
Millions of visitors every year.
It also, what is it? That Bonnie Blue makes 3 million. Not, I don't like mentioning her, but you know, there's a lot of people that want to pay to watch that stuff.
But watch ethical porn.
Yes,
Watch
good.
ethical porn.
Good one. Nice one. Okay, next one. Oh, okay. I have a crush on my best friend's boyfriend. What do I do? Nothing.
Oh, yeah, nothing. Well, it depends how much you value your friendship, doesn't it, really? And I'm a girl's girl, so I would say do nothing.
Best friends, no. I think crushes are crushes. Crushes can fade. I think do not go near him. Give yourself a break from it. Don't go for drinks with them. Stay far away from possible. And crushes will eventually fade. If you find yourself falling madly in love with him, don't even go there. Don't allow it to happen. No zone.
Be a good friend. Don't do it. Okay, the last one
Yeah.
has just hit my phone. Okay, I'm falling in love with a guy who is about to move to the other side of the world. Should I follow him?
Oh my God. No.
I would do long distance for a bit.
Yes.
If it's really worth moving to the other side of the world, it will be worth waiting a few months
Absolutely.
and seeing how that goes first.
Also falling in love. It's horrible though, isn't it? Because you want to enjoy that moment, but don't uproot your entire life.
It's expensive to move to the other side of the world. What if it didn't work out?
Exactly. No, stay
Mull it over
put
for a while.
Stay put, do long distance for a bit, and then go from there.
And
that's it for this week on Just Between Us, the podcast with all of the answers, some of the time.
If you've got a story or a question, then you can email us at justbetweenus@metro.co.uk, or you can join our WhatsApp group chat. The link is in the bio.
And make sure that you follow us on Instagram and TikTok on JBU Pod for all the behind the scenes clips.
And of course, don't forget to subscribe or follow us so you never, ever, ever miss an episode.
Until next time, keep it messy, keep it honest.
And remember, it's just between us.